Right. Today what we're going to do is we're going to cut a little fretwork here. What they call fretwork. First thing we have is the pattern. We'll cut the pattern in a little, to make the template, right? Then you have to get the piece of board of what you want to put it on, right? The first thing you have to do is find the center, right? So what you're going to do is find the center of this piece of board here, and this here is 50 inches. So the center is 25. Right? Then you get the square. You need to get a square line, straight line. You get a square line, a straight line. Right? Then you get the pattern. You have the space where this is what they used to use like a old time bashboard pattern. What you have in Trinidad, what you have seated on the side of the house. So what we're going to do is put it in a bed head. So the first thing you do is you find the center, right? You have a center line on your pattern. You rest it down. Right? So one idea about fretwork is that you can't cut it all at both sides. So what you do is you mark out the side here. You come and mark it out. You mark it out. You must mark out all the sides. Like that. What you have to remember about fretwork, right? It's more like abstracting, in other words. If it's not exact, especially when it's hand done, that's going to be much of a problem. Somebody's going to get this, so you come in and you mark it out on this side. And you have all, so you know you have the whole. Now to get the other side, right? To get the other side, what you need to do is you take it and you flip it over, flip it to the other side. And you put it, and you have this center part here, you see, line up with the center line, right? And you line up with the top, exactly like this, right? And then you start from this side here, right? This is where you trace it around the outside, right? You trace it out, right? Right there, right? Some people think you might have to draw the whole thing. Usually it's not. What you do is you draw any fretwork, no matter how big it is, right? What you need to draw is half of it. No matter if the pattern itself is all the way, it's big like this, or you have to do one half. And you do the half. When you take it out, right, you would get what is like that. And you don't need this line anymore. Right? Take off that. Right? Take off that. So what happens is that you draw it back. You join it because you want to get this here. You take this and get that right there. So you remember, so you get that right, right? Now, you need to get these lines, because remember this is freehand drawing. What you do is you take the square and you put it to the line, so you come across, because remember that side is straight. You come here, you come all the way here, then you want to get the bottom here. So what you do, you extend the square to the point like about here. Right about right there. Okay. That's simple way, And then you put a line, right? So now what you will see if you have a line going all the way down. Right. Now that's finished. This is what you will need to make. So this, you have the pattern here. What you will now need, drill, jigsaw. That's all it is, right? So you pick up any kind of fretwork, wooden fretwork, right? If some people use CNC machines and they have these different machines, but for home or somebody who want to do it home, just put it around the house, all you need is a jigsaw and a drill. So the first thing you do is you start, you put in the holes, because you need to put in holes to start the bit, to start. Right? So what you have to know is where to drill, and it goes to any pattern. You have to know where it's coming out. Right? So what you have to do is drill all these holes all the way up there. You know you want to cut out to form the pattern. You know each part has where it's going to be. Right? What you need now is the jigsaw. You have the jigsaw and you're going to start. It's better to cut right to left, left to right, instead of using one side to cut it all around, because you end up with your hands going on. For instance, you start like this. Now what we're showing here is that you start from on this side. And you cut this, all of, you know, like all these portions here, you cut them going. If you have to use from this side to go up. Simply look like this and this way, right? When you get these, let's say these going this way, you come from on the other hand, right? Which will right there will have you on the way to go there. You have to, once you're using your both hands with it, it's easier. Because if you don't, what happens is you have to you already cut, you cut here with your left hand, and then you come back to go back to this side. And you use your right hand. So it's easier. Now, the point I'm saying, if you're trying to use one hand to do it, right? Watch out for that. Right, from one side. When you cut here, when you come to this side here, when you're trying to cut this side, if you look at your hand, you'll like that. If you look like that, be like this. Your hands will be like this, you know, or you'll be in a forward position. So the easiest way, see, it's harder. Anyway you take it, it's harder. Because if you're going like this, when it's time for you to go, when it's time for you to go, you'll be like this to get the corners here. But if you put the jigsaw in this, if you put the jigsaw in this hand, right, automatically. It's always better if you could use your both hands, because you know when you come to this, you get up here, but when it's finished, come back in this hand, you put this side, right? Another thing. The jigsaw itself, you know, it's gonna be breaking. What happens? People tend to do something like this when they're turning. So you know you have the whole jigsaw. You try to hold the whole jigsaw. No. What you have to do is hold it back. Press on the back of the jigsaw and run. You have to keep pressing on the back. You can't try to cut it. You can't try to turn from the front. You end up going, you know, you see, you know, all this kind of. all this kind of, you know, but it's a simple process. So you know, you take from one side. So in other words, you go from one side this way and you go back that way, and you come down, and till the whole thing is finished. Something like this will take you like 15 minutes. Not even 15 minutes. You know, it will take you about 15 minutes, yes, most, to cut this, right? And the thing about fretwork is there's a market for it, right? I mean, we could put it in other things, just small pieces. You don't need to put the whole thing like how it was, you know, because this is what we do here is we put it in a bed head, right? We use it to put it inside a bed head. So you see how this comes out at the end, you know. So you have, this is one of the ways to use a jigsaw and a drill and cut fretwork. There are lots of things you could make them, use them as shelving, you could use them in furniture, you could use them over modern doors, you could use it anyway. And not only fretwork, what you could do is, if you take a look, you see that we use them, if you're doing furniture, right, you could use, because in another form of fretwork you would see is right? You could put it in a bed head. So we cut this pattern in a form of fretwork, you know, once you know where to cut and where to join it, right? So you can put this in your bed head, because you know. So another thing that you could do with these fretwork, you know, you have them, you can cut them for different, you know, as I always say, for you to get the complete of it. You know, if you notice, you'll see it's cut from here to here, half. And when you flip it to the other half, then you get the other side. You know, when we do freehand drawing, you know, we scale them for ourselves, you know, and you have to get all the patterns, and if you notice, the pattern will be half. So you know, something that, you know, anybody could do it, and they could. So this is a little pattern here, this pattern present. Take all the doing here, come on, right, what you mean? If you look, you just clean it up. Because you can come up. Right? Because you're going to use it. Right. So, right, you take a little stand it out. Right, we're going to use this as a little bed head. We're going to put this in for a double decker bed, right? And gingerbread furniture, well, you know, fretwork, right? And this is what it looks like, right? So what you will have to do is stay tuned for the cash.